Good afternoon, everybody. It's 5 to 4. It's time for our preamble in the lead up to our 4 p.m. The final one for this week, our sway and stretch with our, I don't know what you want to call it actually. You could call it your gunslinger or your flamenco type sway. A lovely afternoon's been had here. I'll tell you a bit more about that when we get some people on the live. So who's coming on? If you're here on a catch up, great to have you as always. Get those 15 to 20 extra movement minutes bagged, and this should lead you into your evening quite well, unless of course there's any additional crowbarring you've got in store for yourself. Our lives are just coming on board now. Good afternoon, Ian. Hopefully you're feeling good and well, and it's nice down where you are. It's been beautiful here again. Can't grumble. 17 degrees we've got here in Leicestershire. And when a few more start coming on, I'll let you know what we're up to. But I've just prepared the movement mission stage behind us, and we'll be getting sorted in a few minutes. But saying that, I haven't got another phone or a clock to tell the time. So if you would be so kind to tell me when it's time for the 3, 2, 1, that would be fabulous. As we could be here, just me chatting to myself in the garden to you lot for quite some time. Right, we've got our first, second and third people in. We've got Ian, you're in first. It's turning cold where you are. We've got Maddie in as well. Hello, welcome in. Carol Watson, third place for you today on today's movement snack. Margaret Wood, a respectable fourth. What's going on where you are? Are you in the garden? Is it nice enough for you to be in the garden for this Sunday afternoon movement snack? We've had football today as usual in the Leverton household, but only Neve's game. 3-0. 3-0 to Neve's team. So Neve, being the goalie, come away with a clean sheet, which she's happy about. Right, Ken Green is reporting that it's getting dull and it looks threatening where you are. Threatening a bit of a chuck down then. Carol Watson saying hello to everybody. So's Maddie. And that's just us at the minute. 7 of us. So do let me know when it's time for the 3, 2, 1. Thanks, Margaret. I'll let her know. She's quite chuffed with herself. Neve got an assist to one of the goals today as well. Even though she's a goalie, she did an absolutely hurled kick of the ball down the field, and a striker got on the end of it and in it went. We've also wanted to arrange a picnic today with my brother and Alicia, who plays on Neve's team. But my brother's like, no, don't want a picnic. It's not going to be nice enough. So I ended up making some soups, and we came back here and we had picnic soup in the garden. Apparently it's not nice enough for a picnic, but it's good enough for a picnic soup. Christine Lewis has just joined us. Hello there, you. Diane Edwards is in with us. What's happening? It's sunny but chilly down in Port Talbot. Thanks, Gillian, with a J. I've managed to do another ton today on my own. Bob, from time to time, has a little bit of gastric discomfort and a hiatus hernia. And funnily enough, that's flared up again. So I've shovelled another ton on my own today. Hopefully I'd have lost a few pounds after all of this lifting and carrying and wheeling the wheelbarrow up and down. Right, Vivian Dickinson's in. Let's have a look. You're on your own. Paul's watching cricket with his dad and you've been pottering. Guess where you've been pottering? In the garden, as always. London, it's just started to pour down. Got a bit of a cloud that's come over here. but fingers crossed we'll be all right for the duration of this movement snack. You need a stretch, dear Sandra. You've had an afternoon's sleep as well. I don't blame you. It's busy days now, isn't it? Good to hear you back from the hospital, and I hope everything's okay with you. I've got a feeling it might be about 4 o'clock. Am I right? Am I right? Chesterfield should sign her on, should they, Margaret? They lost on the telly yesterday. I'll let her know they're looking for a new goalie then if they got spanked. I think that's it from you lot. Hi, Carol Kent. Hi, Veronica Woodley. Good to have you here. I don't recognise your name, but you might be a regular catcher-upper. We're going to get on with our go, go, go. Thanks, Ian. And we'll have a chat about what to do when we get onto the movement snack stage in a minute. So 3, 2, 1. Good afternoon and welcome. You're with me, Kelsey Leverton from Later Life Training, and I bring to you your 4 p.m. sway and stretch movement snack on Sunday, the 2nd of May 2021. Just a couple of things before you get going. If you are in standing positions to do our movement snack, then just make sure that your area around you is clear and free of any hazards, and you've got some external support around you, something that might be to the side of you, or you might have something like a work surface or a dining table directly in front of you. If you're working from seated, then make sure the chair you're sitting in is secure and firm on the floor underneath it, and is supportive enough. It's not too much of a comfy chair. We're going to begin with our circulation boosting, of course. So hip walk forwards in seated. In both seated and standing, feet hip distance apart. Take a moment just to lift and lengthen through your posture, through your spine, through your trunk, your upper back, through the neck, and feel as if you're growing just that little bit taller as you sit and tweak your posture. Let's start with some foot pedals. So just a steady movement there, lifting the heels, leaving the ball of your foot down. You might want to have your support there for you, and then begin your heel pedals there. Now these might quickly turn into a leg march. Keep going there. I feel a bit far away. I'm going to bring you in a bit closer. Keep marching away or foot pedaling away. I think that's a bit better. And if you want to bring an arm swing into the mix, then feel free to do so. You might not feel ready to let the other arm come into it in standing, so just go between your handheld stability so that you can work one arm at a time perhaps. And this march with the arms and the legs, only bring this all together if you do feel steady, your coordination's working well as well. In seated, if your hips are getting a little bit squished, then just bring it back down to a foot pedal, or just take a moment with the arms. Just you, your arms and I, moving from the shoulders with these arm movements, getting a drive back with the elbows. Should be feeling a bit warmer now. Feel free though to add in any additional circulation boosting as we go through, in between the stretches, in between the sway routine. It's up to you, you can crowbar it in wherever. Let's just take a few more seconds here then and start to bring that down. And stop. A few deep breaths is all you should feel the need to do at the end of a circulation booster. So your heart rate isn't massively challenged, it's just slightly elevated, and so is your breathing rate, just slightly elevated. So what we've got in our sway is a combination of arm movements, change of gaze, and some leg movements. You may choose to work just the one arm at a time in the sway routine if you need your support. You might choose to work both arms, but without the change of gaze, because remember, changing gaze can add an additional challenge for balance. And as well, the leg movements, when that's all involved with the arms, it can feel complex, but feel free to strip out any bits so it's more achievable for you. Here we are, we start here. We start with a circle in, going out, and this is where you can change your gaze a little bit. Follow the hand round so that you're drawing a figure of 8. We're going to do 2 of those with an optional step back into the ball of your foot. Seated and standing, exactly the same options. Ready when you are. So circling in. Oh, I nearly forgot my foot then. And then the second, and then back to your start position. Now I'm going to change sides here, but you can carry on with using the same arm to lead if you like. Remember, we've got our knee switches here, so we bring a knee in, round, palms up, palms down, palms up. Let's do a second one of those. Round to the front, palms up, switch down, back to that position here. Now all my weight's on this leg, so just check you've shifted your weight, and we take it from across the body, place the heel, and then do a back arm circle, inward circle, and then bring it back to the base position. Shift the weight across the body. The arm continues to circle over, and there we have the first round of your sway routine. We'll take it 2 or 3 times through. I'm going to come into seated this time. So legs are optional, remember, use your external support. Here we go. Outward circles there like a figure of 8. Let's have another go at that. Legs are optional in seated. Get ready with the heels. Bring your arms round. Palms are up now, then they're down. Then we're back to that position. And then again, round to the front, around shoulder height there, and then drifting and floating down. So here, as we go across the body, you can put your heel out if you like. Take the back arm circling inwards. Feet back to base if you're moving feet, and float the arms down. So here we go across the body again. Palms up, heel out if you like. Round and relax down. Let's begin that again. Here's the standing option. So just a little step back there if you're stepping back. Back to your start position. This is the gunslinger or the flamenco type stance. Ready with the knee switch. And you can put a little bit of a quick knee switch in there, in between a floaty arm. Get ready for this across the body, and heel place. Weight stays over. Float the arms down, loose and soft through the elbows there. And then the other side, loose and soft through the elbows again. And there we have your sway routine. Right, are you ready for a stretch now? If you're staying in standing to stretch, then we'll head into our chest stretch first. Hands onto your bottom, not too high into the lower back. A downwards position keeps the shoulders down. Squeeze the shoulder blades together as if you're trying to tuck your elbows and hide them around the back side of your body there. In seated, we've got the hands a little bit further back that can hold on to the back of the chair. And again, just squeeze the shoulder blades together. You might feel the need to lean into it a little bit, and that should get some increase of length into the shoulders and into your chest, right down to this breastbone. Good for improving posture, improving movement around the shoulder. Increased flexibility can increase movement capacity around your arms and shoulders. Relax and come to a pause. Second upper body stretch. Oh, here's the sun, hang on. Let's just take a moment, bring it in. Let's just take this upper side stretch, hand on the shoulder, arm comes up. Feel free to stay in standing with this stretch as well. Lift the elbow a little bit higher if you can to get some real good length down into the trunk as well as around the back of your armpit area. If you're ready for a full stretch, then have a go. But if not, if your shoulders aren't quite ready for a full stretch, stay here and we'll all relax together. So your arm comes up. If you're standing, hold on to external support. In seated, side of your chair, you should feel your jumper or your top, your t-shirt ride up at that point and relax and recover. Let's change sides. Lifting, standing strong. You might want to have your feet slightly wider. Lengthening through. Easing that elbow upwards and back a little bit more if you feel you can. And this is, of course, without any real discomfort. There might be some stretch tension, but not any a painful experience there. Arm comes up if you are doing a full stretch. You might want to hold on to your external support, and there we have an extra reach. Ease on out of it, relax, recover, and sort your top out. We have our calf stretch coming up. Now, for a calf stretch in standing, you probably feel a bit better with both hands onto a surface in front of you. Just to show you feet here, I'm going to stay in this position and stride back. You can see there's a gap between feet, so I'm not balancing on a tightrope. That will help with your balance, and having your toes pointing forwards on the back leg especially will really help to target that stretch in the right place into the calf. You're going to be holding on to perhaps something in front of you, or if your balance is quite secure, you could bring your hands onto your knee at the front. Just from the side there. Good long stride back, front leg is bent. Now your seated alternative is here. One leg out straight and toes up. Just pulling the toes as high up back as you can so that you can get some length into that belly of the muscle, the calf muscle. Just a bit of posture here. I'm going to shut my eyes and feel the sun on my face. I'll be right back with you in a minute. Changing sides if you haven't done already, of course. Toes up and back. No need to lean forwards at this point in a calf stretch. If we were to lean forwards, that could feel quite uncomfortable around the back of the knee, really pulling. So we can get just as good a stretch from the calf by sitting tall. Take a rest there. Bring yourself back. Hopefully you've done both legs there. Here's your seated back of thigh stretch. So if you, there is a standing option, I'll show you that in a tick. But if you know that you can be a bit wobbly on your feet, then you might prefer to come into seated to have a go at this. Leg out straight, loose ankle. Knee is straight. We don't want it popping up, so just keep a small check on that. Hands are on the bent leg to support the upper body as we lift and lengthen and then tilt. So it really is just a tilt rather than a bend over. Length through the trunk. Shoulders relaxed down. Feeling the pull at the back of the knee all the way up to your hip. Hold it there. Just fix that position. Hold it there. There might be a point in which you feel the stretch has eased off, and if you do feel that, then lean a bit further. And here's your option in standing. You can put one foot slightly in front of the other. Have some support close by to you here, and you could actually lean against that. And then you will bring your front leg straight, sit your bottom back. I'm just leaning against the fence post here a little bit, but an alternative might be to have something to hold directly in front of you. So the back leg is bent, the front leg is straight, and it's the front leg where we should be getting that really nice lengthening sensation all the way up to just underneath your bottom, your buttocks, or your bottom, that was. And if you're on the other side, set yourself up, lengthen through your posture, ease yourself forwards, and just enjoy that stretching and that lengthening. Now, anything to do with calves or back of thigh, it's really important here. We need to get down to our feet. You might be able to do that already, but with some difficulty or some discomforts. And if we increase the flexibility and the length, then our stride can improve, our ability to bend down and get to lower places can also improve, or we can just do that with a bit more ease and comfort. Recover from your stretch. Just take a deep breath in. Let's just do a little bit of floaty arm breathing in. Breathing out. You could bring that lift to the front if you like. And one more time. And relax. Right there. That brings us to the end, well, the finale of the week. We're on shift changes tomorrow. It's Bank Holiday Monday, of course, as well. So it's understandable if some of you are playing a bit of catch-uppering on a Bank Holiday Monday. There might be a bit more that we can plan nowadays, a bit more to look forwards to. I think I'm on at noons. I might see you at noon. Bex normally checks in with everybody a bit later on today to just make sure we're all happy with our shift changes, our pattern change. But from me to you, have a wonderful evening. Keep movement on your radar best you can. I know we are seasoned crowbar inners now, but every opportunity is a good opportunity to add some movement minutes. You go for it, girls and boys. And I will catch you up tomorrow at noon. Thanks very much, everyone. See ya.